Well, shalom, friend. Tonight we count day 14 of the Omer. And on this 14th day of counting the Omer, we continue to consider the 13 attributes of God. These are ways that God describes himself. And we believe that speaking them as God spoke them helps us to become more like him. So I have pasted Exodus 34 verses 6 and 7 below so that you can read them out loud as God spoke them out loud. And the attributes are found in those verses, so let's read them. And the Lord passed before him. The Lord passed before Moses and proclaimed, the Lord, God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abounding in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands and forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and the children's children, until the third and fourth generation. So, the Lord, there's the first one. The Lord, there's the second one, the repetition. God, the omnipotent creator. And then the fourth attribute that we're going to look at today, merciful. God is a God of mercy. The Jewish Publication Society compares these 13 attributes of God in Exodus 34 with the 10 Commandments. And so the Jewish Publication Society says that the 10 Commandments are focused on God's judgment, whereas the 13 attributes are focused on his loving sympathy. Now, you know that the 2 tablets with the 10 Commandments are stored in the Ark of the Covenant. And on top of the ark was the mercy seat. The ark itself was a wooden box. The box was covered with gold. But the mercy seat, the lid of the box, was solid gold. And that lid, the mercy seat, was structured so that 2 cherubim, 2 angels, were formed as one piece with the mercy seat cover. So then the 2 cherubim are actually the seat or the chair of God's throne, the mercy seat. God's throne is a throne of mercy. And Psalms 18 actually says that God rides on the wings of the cherubim. That's the picture. He rides on wings of mercy. In the New Testament, James chapter 2 verse 13 says that mercy triumphs over judgment. Here's the picture, the mercy seat over the judgment of the 10 Commandments, triumphing. Yet the 10 Commandments and the justice are the foundation, and they remain the foundation, the eternal foundation of God's throne. Friend, mercy is a great word because mercy is a great quality of character. We all want it. We all need it. And of course, none of us deserve mercy. That's the nature of mercy. So, can you be specific? Can you remember a time when you received mercy? Seriously. Can you think of a specific time when you received it? No doubt God was the source of that mercy that you received. You didn't deserve it, but God used a person to give it to you. Who was that person? Can you actually speak their name out and give God thanks for them? Now we learn to give mercy from having received mercy. As we count the 50 days from Pesach to Pentecost, we're preparing ourselves to receive the 10 Commandments at Mount Sinai. And we're preparing ourselves to encounter God. Is there someone that you need to extend mercy to prepare your own heart to be right before God? Will you do it today? Will you do it in a golden way? Will you do it conditionally? God gives us unconditional love. You may have to count the cost to grant mercy. And so as we do every day, we count the Omer by first blessing God. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al seferat ha-Omer. And then we actually fulfill the commandment by saying in Hebrew, Hayom arba'ah asar Yom Shehem Shenei Shavuot LaOmer. In English, today is 14 days, which is 2 weeks of the Omer. Again, today is 14 days, which is 2 weeks of the Omer. Hope to see you tomorrow as we continue to count the Omer.